Hey everybody, this is Alessio coming at you at the top of this episode to read a very special message from one Cody. Cody writes,
It just Cody.
It's
just Cody.
Right, Cody, no surname. Here we go. Hey guys, just wanted to say you all are amazing. I've been a Metal Gear fan since the first one, when I was too young to even comprehend what was going on. At this point in life, the deep meaning and story were what drove my love for the series, especially when it came to Sons of Liberty. Good decision, Cody. That's me. Back to Cody. Its relevancy to today's society and the realization that Solidus Snake, although misguided, cared about the common citizen. And then he knows that you will defeat him anyway, despite this, because you have to complete the mission as the player. It's mind-blowing, akin to the would you kindly Bioshock twist. I enjoy listening to you break down the plots and actually having discussions about the story. It's like a dream come true considering Metal Gear fans seem far and few. I love that rhyme. Keep up the great work, guys. Thanks again. Thank you, Cody. And if you want to be like Cody, you can kick us as little as $5 a month on patreon.com to get some exclusive goodies and have your message read on the podcast. Sam, are you ready for another episode of the show?
Yee.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls, welcome to Metal Gear Mondays, the Games Club style podcast covering all things Death Stranding. What's going on? Sam, what are we doing?
Ah, fuck.
We're covering some Death Stranding stuff. That's what we're doing.
Ah, fuck.
And other than some little side tangents here and there between now and November the 8th, Sam, can we tell them?
It's all Death Stranding all the time. Ah, fuck.
Remix. Plot
twist. Keep it 300.
Oh, yeah. So, kind of partially because of scheduling stuff, and also partially because, holy shit, there's a new Kojima game coming out, and this podcast is actually going to be active during the release of a new Kojima game. What?
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, we're gonna dedicate some time to Death Stranding, and I think in the lead up to Death Stranding, I might even start like promoting the show in new ways that we've not really done before. So y'all might be seeing some Facebook ads or something. I don't know.
Oh shit.
But yeah, we're gonna cash in. This is like our only fucking time to cash in. We're gonna cash in on
hard.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I've done a lot of cursing already, and I feel weird about it. Is this normal for me? Does this happen? Is this my brand? Is this my aesthetic?
I think, depending on which episode, sometimes it's me or it's you who have like super sailor mouth.
Yeah.
Because there have definitely been episodes that I've listened to where I've been like, oh my God, what is wrong with me?
Because I said, oh, fuck, like a lot this episode. We've only been recording for like less than 5 minutes.
I mean, technically we're an explicit show on iTunes. So
yeah, we tell them.
Yeah,
but like,
get it in there, dude.
But like, we tell them.
Yeah, man.
Run tell that about the explicit tag. I'm just saying. This feels like more normal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think after doing our stint of interviews, where
we weren't cursing.
Yeah, some interviews we don't.
There was some cursing, but it was very light on the ones that we do curse on. Not for lack of wanting to. I mean, they're free to do. They're free to curse as much as they want to, but we just like out of politeness, we just don't, because it's just kind of how it is. It's kind of like if they do it, then we can do it. It's like a permission thing.
Yeah, I think the moment that Jeremy Blaustein said "fuck," my brain was like, "Oh yeah,
now it's time. The cannons are open.
I have a
blast my cash."
Did Paul say "fuck"?
Paul cursed quite. Paul cursed a good deal.
Cool. I was gonna say I'm hearing the Colonel in my brain swearing. Yeah. I just don't know.
Paul's like real. Paul Eiding's like my awesome grandpa.
Yeah, he's actually your blood-related awesome grandpa.
Oh God, I'd be okay with that. Paul Eiding's a cool dude.
He's a good man. Sam, what are we talking about this week?
We're talking about Death Stranding. Specifically, we're talking about the character trailers that were released over the last couple of weeks. Kind of detailing some of the New characters, not new characters or existing characters, but the characters that
They're all new, Sam.
we're all crazy here. We all float down here.
We're all stranded.
We're all stranded here. Yeah. I did want to bring something up though before we get into like the character trailers, because I was rewatching the 9-minute release date trailer, and I noticed something. You know how like towards the end of the trailer they do that like stuff where they flash the person's name played by who it is, and then like a clip of them.
Yeah.
I noticed that except for Cliff and Die Hardman, everybody else is crying.
Oh.
Sam's crying, Fragile's crying, Mama's crying, Higgs is crying that black stuff, Amelie's crying blood, I assume. I didn't catch a good look at Dead Man because his eyes were kind of shrouded, but I noticed there's a lot of tears.
Well, we'll talk about it this episode, but I feel like Dead Man is mostly going to be a hologram.
Yeah, because maybe I think Dead Man might be dead.
Either that, or I think Dead Man might be.
I know that's a lot to take in
somewhere
right now,
else, but yeah, I
for
think
the theory that he might be dead.
I think you're right.
Man, but
I think the naming conventions of this game is real weird.
yeah,
It's just like she Mama, her name
Yeah.
Mama. He have heart problem. This heart man. He dead boy. This dead man.
him Dead Man. Him Die Hard. Him like Die Hard.
Diet hard lemonade.
Mike's Diet Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
Mike's Diet Tequila.
So by the end of this episode, Sam and I are going to come up with our own Death Stranding names for each other.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam will have to pick one for me, and I'll have to pick one for Sam.
Okay. Well, I will do this.
So you listeners at home, this is what the people in the industry, and hold on, let me look around and make sure that nobody's going to revoke my podcaster card. This is what we call a plant and then a reveal. So we're planting this right now so that you got to stick around till the end. And then
You don't want to break all the. You're busting all the trade secrets, AC. What are you doing?
I know.
What am
Hurry
I
up
gonna
and
do
listen to
with
this
you?
podcast. It might get scrubbed off the internet.
Yeah, it will be gone forever.
Jesus.
Never to be seen again by human eyes.
But yeah.
Seen again by human eyes, heard again by human eyes.
So,
Fuck it.
So one of the videos that we're going to be talking about, we should have talked about fucking forever ago. So apologies, but from my lips to your ears, that's a weird visual. I'm sorry. We're trying to keep. I mean, so it's weird. We're like double booking, kind of. So there may be some return guests on the show to talk Death Stranding theories. There might be some new people on the show, some exciting new people on the show. But we're kind of double booking / kind of overbooking between now and November the 8th, just in case if some shit comes up spur of the moment, Sam and myself can talk about it really, really quickly and not have anything kind of go too late, if that makes sense. So for the next few weeks, me and Sam are going to be like reporting on active shit. That's crazy.
This is not a drill. It's happening.
Yeah, this is not a drill. Alessio and Sam are becoming normal podcasters as opposed to people who comment on things like 8 months down the road.
Yeah, it's a whole new aesthetic for us. We don't know how we feel about it yet, but we're gonna do it.
It'll be fun. Nice.
You want to talk about these weirdos?
Yeah, let's please talk about these weirdos.
Let's talk about these weirdos.
Sam, I'll give you the first choice. Where do you want to go? Do we want to do this chronological as far as like the release order, or do we want to scramble?
Yeah, let's. Well, hold on. Let me flip a three-sided coin. I'm gonna flip a three-sided coin, and we're gonna land on something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
We're gonna talk about the Bridge Baby character spotlight featuring Dead Man.
Oh, we're doing that one first?
Why not?
Let's do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these up. If you're a patron of the show at the $10 level, you're going to get us live commentating on these videos.
Mm-hmm.
But for everybody else, I'm just going to mute it, put it in the background, and we're just going to casually talk about it as opposed to beat for beat. So
beat for beat your feet, beat your cheeks.
Beat. Sam, really quickly, And if we don't
Yeah.
like this, I will remove this. If we do like it, we'll keep it. Let's talk about it. I know we were talking about a certain somebody whose initials are DJ. We're talking about their hot takes. We were trying to talk about it on the next episode. I kind of think, based on some of the view counts on these videos, that we might could just talk about it this episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll do that after we cover these. But
Yeah.
Dead Man, a.k.a. you stole the body of Guillermo del Toro and possessed it with someone
and
else's
put a-
spirit.
Generic Spanish man voice. So weird.
This is
so
this is
fucking weird.
homunculus del Toro, with the voice of another man. So Sam, what are your thoughts on this? Because I don't know if we've talked about it on the show before, but like this idea of scanning in the husk of everyone Kojima knows into a game system and then just voicing with different people.
It's super weird because we know what these people sound like.
Yeah, it's
The problem comes from, so here's what I think. The three people that this has happened to that I can tell. So like Norman and like Lea Sado and Margaret Qualley and all these people, they're actors and they were scanned in where they're using their voices. Guillermo del Toro and Jeff Keighley and Nicholas Winding Refn aren't actors. They're other things. So we've got two directors and a video game personality.
but surely they still know how to speak.
I mean, surely, but like I've seen some fucking train wrecks of people who don't know how to act. That,
Yeah.
like, try, and it's just the worst thing in the world. Like timing, like it's very specific. Like acting is a very specific.
Oh, absolutely! Like people dedicate their lives to it.
Science.
And I definitely don't want to downplay. Excuse me, Jesse Corty, the voice actor for Dead Man. It's a weird voice. We'll talk about the voice. I don't think it has anything to do with the actor. I just think the casting feels off.
It's just super weird. It is really weird to like see Guillermo del Toro and know what he sounds like, and then hear a voice that has like that doesn't sound like him at all.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like it almost feels like somebody looked at a picture of Guillermo del Toro and then they were like, "This is what he sounds like."
He probably sounds like
and
this.
it's just like,
yeah,
and it's like, no, he doesn't. Like, I don't know. It's very weird, and I'm surprised given how many voice actors are so talented at sound alike. I'm surprised that they didn't just have somebody straight up sound like him. Do you know
also
what
does
I mean?
have Guillermo del Toro also does have like kind of a thick accent too.
That's true.
So,
yeah,
I get why, but it is super weird.
for sure.
It just feels weird.
Yeah, so let's dive into this trailer.
Yeah, let's paint the scene. There's a room,
Oh shit.
and that's it.
Hard
end.
stop.
Hard
There's a
stop.
room. Fucking Norman Reedus
Hard-
is trucking
hard-
through this room like a drunk
Hard
frat
stop,
boy.
man. Hard stop, man.
Hard stop, man. But yeah, I don't. Sam, if you watch the beginning clip, I swear to God, Norman Reedus rolls into this room like a baby
He
in
is
a
like
walker.
he's
just
on a
smacking
fucking
against the
mission.
walls.
Yeah, he's on a mission. He rolls in. He wants Dead Man's ass, man. Where the hell are you? I don't
Yeah.
think he says hell. He just says, "Where are you?" And this man, this Guillermo del Toro looking motherfucker, is like
They should have just called
tells
him
him
Del Toro Man.
Del Toro man. Del Toro man sounds like a brand of tortillas. Like, do you want the best tortillas?
Del Toro.
Get Del Toro man.
I love that.
Only at your local supermarket.
Do you think they're going to allow us to customize the keychains that hang off of the Bridge Babies case?
I don't know, maybe. I've been playing I've been playing Life is Strange 2, and you can collect things in that game that you can customize your backpack with, so I don't see why not.
Very nice.
If Dot Nod and Square Enix can do it, why can't Hideo Kojima and Kojima Productions do it?
Yeah, that's good. I really quickly want to utilize this spot to plug a tweet, which is the most compelling podcast material you can come up with. Somebody just tweeted, and I swear to God, I have no idea if this was like a typo or if they meant to tweet this. But they just tweeted a picture of somebody's YouTube comment that just said, "Man, I really wish Hideo and Kojima would just get over themselves and come back together to finish PT." And like, I don't know why. It's so good.
I would love to see a guy named Hideo and a guy named Kojima and see like what him split in half would be like.
Yeah, when they come together. But yeah, so let's paint the rest of the picture.
Yeah. So Sam Porter Bridges comes storming in.
Comes fucking like a drunk bull.
Blazing. Dead man, where are you? and I guess his baby, his BB is sick. So so you hear Dead Man come over the speaker telling him Sam to plug the baby in, and Sam takes it off of his person and plugs it into this like round thing on a wall, and it starts loading something, and then Dead Man shows up, and you kind of realize that he's a hologram.
Yeah, primarily because he like goes through a wall at one point. Can we talk about these Westworld-esque like wax people?
Yeah, these like mannequin things in the background. Yeah, what's going on with that?
Yeah, so and I think it's safe to assume we're like in Bridges HQ or like some sort of Bridges.
Yeah, I would think so.
Center. And for those not knowing, Bridges is some sort of organization that existed after some sort of calamity hit the planet. And we're not super clear on what they do, but they're claiming that they're reconnecting American cities. And for some reason, off-puttingly so, Norman Reedus's technology is powered by a baby in a box.
Yeah.
So that's where
would you say it's just a box?
No, I would say it's just a baby.
just a baby.
In a box.
In a box. Yeah, it's super weird. So they start talking about how like these babies need to be synced up to their still mothers.
These babies need their mothers.
Yeah. Which like from what they describe, it feels like their mothers are in like comas and they were harvested from their mothers. And so in order for them to not be sick a lot, they have to be connected to this machine so they can sync up with their still mother back in the quote city. I think am I saying that right?
They're
Did
saying
I miss something
not
there?
city, like KNOT.
Yeah, not city. That's right.
They kept saying not city, and I was like, "Is this like a Borat thing? Like in the city, not
not black." But so that's kind of the whole deal there, and it's super weird.
Sam, how do you feel about these babies? So like, I'm not a prude. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm not a prude. And I'm down for some weird shit. Like I really like weird sci-fi a lot. There's just something, and I don't know. Surely it's got to be like a biological thing, and Kojima knows it. He's like, everyone's gonna be put off by this. We have to do this.
Yeah.
But there's just something like inherently, and it's not even like a man that's creepy. It's like a weird like I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah,
in a way that I've not before.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there. It's just like very strange. Like the whole first of all, I don't think they haven't explained how the BBs help track the BTs yet. I don't think. And I think that might be something we have to figure out playing the game. But the sheer concept is like, okay, these mothers are like in comas or like dead or like something, and they have harvested these babies out of their mother and utilize them Dead Man says, remember, don't get attached to this thing. It's a tool. Like it's a tool, and
That's
then
so weird.
And it's supposed to be retired eventually. And I have no idea what the fuck that means, and it's terrifying. And I kind of hate it.
Yeah, it's weird. I get like Giver vibes. Did you ever read The Giver?
Yes,
like as a kid?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
When they described the whole scene of like euthanizing the old people, I just remember being really uncomfortable. And like I think that was kind of the point. Like, hey, check out this weird fucked up dystopian society. This is how they deal with their old people. I'm just saying that because like straight up my mom thought it was like glorifying euthanasia, and she was like, why the fuck are they giving this to kids to read? But yeah, and it's different too, because like when we're dealing with elderly, and it might be just because I just saw Midsommar, the director's cut over the weekend. Yeah. There's specifically a sequence with old people and being ushered to the afterlife in that movie that's very unsettling. But I think when it's like old people, there's sort of this sense of like, well, if that's what they want, they lived a full life, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like there's a little bit of sympathy there where it's like, well, they're old and in pain, and if this is what they want, I'm not saying I agree with fucking doctor-assisted suicide. What I'm saying is there is a line of logic that follows. But the babies are so weird. Like,
they have no say, no choice. They just kind of are this thing, and then they become retired for some reason.
yeah, and I'm hoping that what it is like, we're gonna throw some wild predictions out there over the next couple weeks. I'm hoping what it is like retired is like, let's go ahead and pop this baby out and turn it into a grown-up Sam because they're all Sam clones.
Oh,
Or something.
okay.
Like, I think that would be interesting. But if they're just like, what if it's like credits end and then they're like, well, we got to retire one, and there's like a post-credit scene and they just straight up put a baby in a dumpster?
Like, kind of this punted out of the window. What's the over under
Guillermo
on
del Toro
whether
just
like,
eats a baby.
yeah, are we allowed to talk about punting babies out of windows or?
Dude, at this point I feel like we've swore a bunch. We've talked about euthanizing old people and whether Alessio may or may not be in approval. Yeah, why not? That's fine. Go ahead.
All right. So we're like, do you think they'll just like punt the baby out the window, or what do you think?
I love the hesitancy in your voice when you said all right.
There's some hesitancy there. Listen, we got to push the envelope as best as we can, dude.
That's true.
You know.
Did you notice that it looks like Deadman is wearing the handcuff similar to Sam's, but it looks like he's got both sides of the handcuff tied to the same hand? Like where Sam's is like he's got the one and the other one's dangling. This one looks like he's got like both handcuffs like on his right wrist.
Those like that blue glowy thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. It looks like it's got both ends.
That's weird. No, I didn't.
And then Guillermo does like a weird hand twist, and it like synchronizes the baby to its still mother.
Yeah, well, it's like this whole like all of these trailers. There's like some weird like things with these devices that like motions activate things, and like it's like maybe it's like a computer thing.
Yeah.
Like
Can we talk about how this baby has a 5 head, by the way?
Oh my god, it's got the biggest head.
Dude, you could park a fucking school bus on this baby's forehead.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta talk about babies here. I gotta express my opinion about babies. Look, babies having children is a miracle. A miracle of childbirth. Everything's fine. When your baby is born, every baby, me, Alessio, Isaac, every baby was fucking ugly as sin. And you're blinded by the miracle of childbirth. It's your baby. If you're looking at it critically, that baby's ugly. It didn't. Fuck you. It's every baby's ugly. I don't know. Like if the day comes where I have children, I hope that I'll be able to stand back and look at it objectively and be like, look, I love this little thing with all of my life and all of my heart, but y'all, you fucking ugly. You need a couple months to cook. Like you need to chill, because like after a certain point, once like a baby gets like a couple months older, that's when they start to become cute. But like for the first like month or two, your baby's ugly, and there's no exceptions.
Yeah, or you could go the Guillermo route and just like the baby doesn't change at all. It just grows a beard and gray hair.
Yes, that would also be true.
Right.
It's still fucking ugly.
I love you, Guillermo. I love you. You're not a big baby. I'm joking.
But yeah, this baby's head is huge. This baby's also ugly, like all babies.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
The second thing I want to point out is, and I'm sure that anyone with eyeballs has noticed this, but I'm just going to say Deadman. Deadman has stitches across his head that look as if his entire head has been opened up and closed back up again.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is very strange.
Yeah, I think other than that, I think of all the character trailers, this one's probably the least. I don't know, least. Like, so other than finding out that Deadman's a hologram.
It's the least intriguing out of all of them, I will say.
Well, it's like 3 minutes where it's like you know everything you need to know in 35 seconds.
Mm-hmm. So it's the least intriguing. Like it gives us more. It's more of like an exposition one. It's more like a world building trailer, which is fine. The other two are like very like, oh, look at these characters. This is very intriguing. I like this a lot. And this one is kind of like this. And this one is just like, okay, I know everything that's going on. Also, this shit is fucked.
Yeah, I guess it just doesn't reveal a lot. I think that's the and I kind of think this might be a good place to have the discussion about the marketing stuff, because straight up, I don't feel like any of these character trailers reveal anything.
The lead up to this game, I had to have a discussion with somebody on Facebook about like how strange, like how I was kind of worried about the game because like Kojima is just like off a tether. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. And they was like, oh, that's awesome because Konami was holding him back. I was like, he maybe needs somebody to hold him back because his ambition is maybe his worst enemy. And I'm afraid that like it's just going to be too much.
Also, I want to point something out, and maybe it's just the timing on this. So, Heartman has been out for like a month, that trailer.
Yeah, it came out about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it has like 1.3, 1.4 million views.
Mm-hmm. So no, not even. So I'm looking at the Kojima Productions page right now. If we're just going off that one,
the English one, the PlayStation one.
Oh, the PlayStation one. Okay, yeah, the Kojima Productions one is way lower. That's
yeah, so the PlayStation one's got 1.4 million on the Heartman trailer. Both the Dead Man and the Mama trailers and that fucking gameplay video that we're going to talk about next episode, they all have like less than 320,000 views, roughly, from time of recording. And like, y'all, this game comes out in 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, if I hate to sound so cynical, and I guess it's just because I've had to deal a lot with the business side of film over the last year. If I was somebody who invested what is more than likely fucking tens and tens of millions of dollars in this game, and I saw that your big Gamescom trailer release only had like collectively like 400,000 views or something, probably like a week ago, I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, it's super weird because so I guess now let's talk about it now.
Right.
The whole thing with the David Jaffe, he put out David Jaffe, who is the creator of God of War, the original
and Twisted Metal.
And Twisted Metal, like those games. So basically he knows what he's doing and talking about. Even though he kind of sounds like a douche when he says it. But
yeah, we were talking about how he sounds like a frat boy, like across the board.
He posted a video that's called Death Stranding Marketing. What are they thinking? And he basically kind of detailed what the process of marketing a game with Sony is. And so he mentioned that at some point you sit down with their marketing team and they detail out a strategy, a marketing strategy. They don't leave anything to chance. They lay everything out meticulously on spreadsheets and all this other crazy stuff. And then he said that he sees what's happening with Death Stranding. And he says that he's interested in what's happening because the stuff that's coming out is intriguing, but that's just from people who are already into this, who are already going to buy it. Like, it's not doing anything for the general public, and they're not marketing to people. It's just kind of like popping trailers out and saying, okay,
here's a weird fucking thing. Yeah, just to put it into some perspective here, the 9-minute official release date trailer that GameSpot posted, I think is like the video with the most views that I can find right now, as far as like the new shit on Death Stranding, and it only has 2.7 million views.
Yeah.
And like we're talking about an industry where like GTA puts out a trailer and there's like 600 million views in like 30 days.
Well, he made an interesting point too, that he's like, maybe Kojima has just had a little too much of his own Kool-Aid and thinks that the cryptic weird shit that his fans love is what everybody's gonna love, and it's not. Like, you gotta and I agree with this, you have to do more general advertising to a wider market for it to be like super successful. And maybe everybody's like wrong, you know what I mean, and maybe like it's gonna sell gangbusters, but like the way that they're marketing this game is super strange.
Yeah, as far as like big budget, like keep in mind, you guys, this was announced on the same stage as Last of Us 2. Like, for all intents and purposes, this, Last of Us 2, and I think the Ghost of, I cannot remember that
Tsushima
name. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a PS4 game anymore. I've got a really strong feeling that's a PS5 launch game now.
I think The Last of Us 2 is going to be
a
PS4
both.
game, but it'll be like a late
Yeah.
late cycle game, and it's going to do the same thing that Last of Us did with the PS3.
Right. But I think like Death Stranding, Last of Us 2, and then I cannot remember what the other game was.
Ghost of Tsushima. The other one was Spider-Man.
No, there was the big Spider-Man. Yeah. So
yeah, the big tent poles.
We're talking fucking Spider-Man, Last of Us 2, and Death Stranding. Like, and I know that this sounds crazy. Like, if we're looking at all-time trailer views, the most viewed one does have 7.7 million views, but that was from like over a quarter ago. I know that it sounds crazy to say like, hey, millions of views, that's not good enough. And me and Sam, like, I'll be happy if I ever make anything that gets a fucking million views. But like,
I'll be happy if I get something that makes like 10,000 views.
right?
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Anytime that I've ever put out a video that's made more than like 1,000 views, I've been like, what the fuck? Like, I dance
Yeah.
in my apartment. But like, in the grand scheme of games, like big games, like huge fucking Sony's putting their stamp on this, huge games. In that context, I'm a little worried.
Yeah. Well, I think the other argument that David made is that like he says, well, maybe Sony understands that they have kind of an esoteric like art piece in their hands, and they are aware that it's not going to be like this crazy.
Yeah, it's not Call of Duty
blockbusters.
numbers or something.
Yeah, it's not going to break the door down with money, and I think maybe like they understand that, so they're kind of letting him do this weird marketing strategy that he's doing, and they're just gonna coast on the Metal Gear fans and the Kojima fans that they know are gonna buy the game. And that was his other argument. He made is like maybe that's just what they're doing, and maybe they've come to terms with that and they're okay with it.
Yeah, it's just weird to me too, though, because we now, in retrospect, view Kojima as like this artistic genius or whatever. But like for a time, Metal Gear Solid 2 was like one of the highest selling video games of all time. And like it sold a shit ton. And so it's like, and that I don't think that was because people were like, oh man, Hideo Kojima. You know what I mean? I think it's because they were like, that's a fucking crazy looking video game. Let's do this. So I just don't know. I don't know if Death Stranding is going to have the same staying power that like Metal Gear has.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure people are going to be recording podcasts about Death Stranding for many years to come just because of how strange it's going to be.
Yeah, and like all the theory, like this thing is like theory bait, the video game. Like
yeah, for sure. But I just don't think it's going to be that like a universal fucking, I don't like 11-year-olds around the world are all playing together kind of a
right.
deal.
Like this isn't gonna be like me and my dad playing Metal Gear Solid 1 when I was 7. You know what I mean?
If it
It's not gonna
is,
be
somebody
that
needs to
game.
call Child Protective Services, I think.
Yeah. So it's not gonna be that game, which is a shame. So I'm more excited about Hideo Kojima's second game he does independently than I am about Death Stranding, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that David says in the video where it's just like he goes, and I feel this way. Like I'm afraid it's going to be exhausting, and I'm afraid it's just going to be like one of those things where I'm just not going to be in a mood to play it a lot. You know what I mean? And obviously I will for the show, but like if I was just a consumer coming in as a Kojima fan and a Metal Gear fan, I said, okay, Death Stranding, it's coming out, I'm going to buy it. I'm afraid that like if I didn't have the deadline of the podcast pushing me, I may not finish it for a long time, which is kind of depressing. Just the way that it looks to me right now. And he mentions, he says like, look, if I've got Death Stranding and I've got Gears of War 5 or Gears 5, it's not Gears of War anymore.
Yeah, because he's a frat boy.
Yeah. But if I have Death Stranding, I have Gears 5, and I have to choose between the one. It depends on the mood that I'm in, and generally speaking, me as a person, I'm more in a mood to play something a little bit more high energy, a little bit like faster paced. And he goes, look, I think they're both going to be great, but Gears 5 has like mainstream advertising all over it. It looks accessible, it looks fun, and it looks cool. And then my favorite thing he says, I'll do a direct quote on this one. He says, Death Stranding is hanging out in your dorm room after smoking some marijuana and sitting there discussing the universe with your buddies. It's a weird fucking game. And those are his exact words. And I kind of get that.
Yeah, and I think even for me, like, I don't know. I mean, I probably could watch weird fucking art films like every day of the week for like a month straight, but I don't actively do that frequently. Like sometimes I'll be in a mood and I'm like, we're just gonna watch weird shit for the next week.
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, it's like I'm gonna watch a weird movie and then there's probably gonna be a couple weeks of like watching more accessible shit before I watch another weird movie. And keep in mind, this is just me and Sam's opinion. We're not saying this is law by any means, because like there are people just looking at the YouTube credits on this, YouTube comments on this Dead Man trailer. There are definitely people that are like, honestly, this video contained a lot of information that actually does help me understand a bit more about what's going on. Says Anti-Killer 87.
Like I said, it's a world building. It's a exposition video.
Yeah, and there are tons of people that are like so fucking stoked. Like the thing I can't get behind. So before I go there, I will say everybody's like, dude, these graphics. And I'm going to say, dude, these graphics. Like, this is fucking beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
I've not seen characters like this, and it's not like LA Noire, or it's
not like Uncanny Valley characters. Like, it's like you can tell, like, they're video games and they just look good.
Yeah, even Red Dead 2, I kind of feel like the faces looked better than the rest of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
In this, it's just like across the board, like their whole body looks fucking photorealistic.
Well, you don't fucking know because you can't see his dick.
That's true.
We'll talk about that next week. But.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But what I was gonna say is, like, the line I cannot cross are these people that are like, and I'm not saying that they're doing something like this. They're just fucking literally doing this. They're saying that, like, this game is going to be like Kojima is God and God is back kind of shit. Or they're like, oh, our gaming messiah. Like, dude, I honestly am a little worried about people that put people on pedestals like that. Like, I don't give a shit who it is. Like, I don't hail anybody as this, like, messiah of their medium that's like coming back to show us the way to the promised land. Like, that is so hyperbolic. You are setting yourself up for disappointment, I guarantee you. If not today, definitely down the road. And nobody is flawless. Like, there are going to be issues with things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, anyway, sorry about that. I didn't mean to pull out my little soapbox.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
But yeah.
It's good.
Sam, what do you want to talk about next?
Let's talk about Heartman.
All right. Good old
Let's
Heartman.
talk about Heartman.
Do you think that if Sam kills Heartman or Deadman that he just gets their powers?
Oh shit.
In a Mega Man-esque twist.
I don't know if I want Heartman's powers. What a depressing life that must be.
So this one's weird because
it is very weird.
So like the Deadman one, it shows you the character name at the beginning and it says special appearance. This one says Nicholas Winding Refn. This one doesn't list a voice actor.
It doesn't. No.
But I don't think it's his voice.
No, I don't think it is either.
I'll do some snooping while you tell us what's happening.
Yeah, so it starts off. It plays that like death march song. Like if you know about wrestling, it's the Undertaker's theme song. That dun 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 dun, and that song is playing on a vinyl. And there's a timer in the bottom corner of the screen that shows like it's at 3 seconds or 2 seconds or something, and it's counting down. And the song ends, and then this auto defibrillator, this AED machine that's attached to his chest, like turns on and resuscitates him. And he flips the timer over, and he's got 21 minutes to live, essentially. And you find out that this guy has been like dying and resuscitating, and in a 21-minute cycle. To probably study the other side or whatever. And it's super weird. Like he's very like matter of fact with Sam about like, oh yeah, most of life's needs can be done in a 21-minute time period. You can eat, you can pee, you can use the bathroom, you can
I'm really surprised that he wasn't like, you can quickly jerk off before Sam walks in the room.
I mean, that's true. He does mention that like the only things that, there are some things like having sex is trouble, verbally or physically, he says. But then he also mentions this like, well, there's not really much need of that for me and who I am. So it's super weird.
It's weird. So again, not to shit on Jesse Cordy, but this guy is Darren Jacobs, is the voice actor. It's weird because I'm noticing that like all of the voice cast for these very famous bodies are people that are like commentator number 2, various. Yeah. Like it's, and I don't know if it plays into what Chris was telling us, Chris Zimmerman Salter, when she was like, when I get hired on to be a voice director, like I pick some good fucking people, but like not everybody's picking quality voice actors. They're just kind of like throwing in whoever the fuck they can find. And that's kind of what differentiates like a good voice director from other people. And like, it does kind of feel like and I don't know, I'm really surprised we didn't ask her why she's not working with Kojima.
Yeah.
But it seems like Kojima Productions is just kind of fallen into that trap that she described of just like Japanese game companies just kind of picking people because they're like, you sound like movies. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be curious to see I mean, the voice stuff that we've seen has been good. It's just, I don't know. It's like definitely some up and comer kind of, not necessarily no name, but just, I don't know, folks that maybe for the most part people haven't heard of. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is super weird. But I will say though, like, again, like not to like shit on Jesse Cordy or whatever, but what's the guy's name who plays Heartman?
Darren Jacobs.
Darren Jacobs, I will say does sound a little bit better than Dead Man's.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, with how fancy his movie collection is, I'm really surprised that the tone arm on his record player is so cheap looking. Just gonna put that out there. Sorry. Let me push my glasses up really quick. I'm excited. It looks like we're in the snow mountains for this.
Yeah, it does. It's very interesting. I'm wondering like if these are just facilities around the place and they're all like in different places, or if there's just like if this facility is just fucking huge.
Yeah, is it gonna be like a Mass Effect situation where it's like we can come check in on everybody at one time?
This is my favorite Heartman on the Citadel.
We should also mention that Heartman is definitely wearing like what appears to be like a defibrillator or something.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned, that he's wearing an AED machine.
Yeah,
which is a defibrillator basically. And it just auto resuscitates him after a certain time period after he dies. What I'm curious about is
what was that movie with Kiefer Sutherland? Where is it Flatliners, where they were killing each other on purpose to like see what was on the other side and then bringing them back to life from like the 80s?
Shit, I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway, I'll look at that. Keep going.
No, hang on. Can we?
Oh, from 1990.
I need to pee really bad, so I'll be right back.
Oh shit. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, hold on. Let's turn this into a joke. Do you need to?
Oh, I need to. I need to prepare and let go.
Let loose.
Let loose. God damn, I think this might be the first time we actually include a bathroom break pause.
Yeah.
In an episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna vamp about Flatliners for a couple minutes. Really.
All right,
quick.
you tell him. I'm gonna go prepare and let loose.
All right.
I'll be right back.
So Flatliners is a film from 1990 starring Kiefer Sutherland, Kevin Bacon, and holy shit, Julia Roberts. I had forgotten about that. And Oliver Platt apparently, and one of the Baldwin brothers. But this is a movie where a bunch of medical students are experimenting with killing themselves and then bringing themselves back to life on the verge. I did not realize that in 2017 they did a, like, I don't know if this one, yeah, they did a PG-13 reboot of an R-rated movie. Immediately bad move. And apparently it was not great. But the 90s film I have a lot of affection for, and it scared the shit out of me because I watched it as a very young child. So, yeah. I'll leave you guys with that tidbit. Apparently did pretty well. Had like a $26 million budget and grossed like over 60. So congratulations, Flatliners, directors and producers. But yeah, you guys should go check that out. Just going to go ahead and plug that movie here. And then we're going to sit and wait for Sam.
I'm back.
Hey, Sam.
Hey. Did you tell them about Flatliners?
I did tell them about Flatliners. Not a ton, but I told them. I didn't realize that it had a really shitty 2017 PG-13 reboot, and it's an R-rated film.
Oh,
from the 90s.
Weird.
Apparently also starring Julia Roberts, which I forgot about.
Oh, weird. Anyway, that's bad. The reboot, not the movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so I don't know if it's bad.
No, yeah, you should check it out. It's super spoopy.
We should talk
about. Go ahead. Sorry.
So what I was going to say is what I'm curious about is like how he dies. Did he just like stop his heart, or like what does he do?
Yeah. What if he just like hardcore ODs on heroin?
Ooh.
Hey, did you notice something on top of his bookshelf?
On top of his bookshelf?
Yeah.
No.
There's just a cardboard box, Sam.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Hold up.
I'm looking at like 1 minute 19 seconds. Also, there's what appears to be next to the box is a fucking noose, so that's kind of weird.
Oh, hey, maybe that's how he kills himself.
Yeah, his neck looks clean. Can I also point out with how, and I get it's a video game, and I get that assets are expensive, with how fixated with visual quality Kojima is, it's weird to me that like every shelf of books and every shelf of DVDs has like multiple copies of the same book.
Of the same thing, yeah. I did catch a couple of like what the titles were though. There's like
the books are funny too.
Yeah, it's like Not Another Beach Movie. There's the Evil Rain, The Rain Bringer, Set My Heart Aflame, and then that 20 Minutes of Love one that
that he like pulls off.
And then there was another one that was called A Matter of Life and Death Stranding.
Ooh. Yeah, they definitely all lampoon like the font of normal movies. My favorite is if you look, there's Rain Bringer 2 and 3.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he goes up to these and he talks to Sam about like, do you like to watch movies or read or what do you do? And he watches, and you find out that he watches these like short movies in the time when he's alive. And he's like, this is all stuff that I do in my time spent waiting to go back, which is like which implies that he's like more attached to his life at the beach than he is his actual life. And he does say one thing that I thought was very fun, which was my body may be present, but my soul is on the beach, which is just like shaka, bro. Like I feel it.
Well, we should also point out too that I think in the 9-minute release date trailer from a couple months back, that we do see the beach and we do see the I cannot remember the actress who plays the Bionic Woman.
Oh, Amelie, or I can't remember her name, but Amelie the.
Yeah, we see her on the beach, like crying blood, and I think that's the beach that Hartman's talking about.
And then it also shows him like Hartman being dragged away from like a crowd of people, like probably on what looks like on the beach as well.
Yeah, I wish I could tell what his pin is on his lapel, because he's like the only character not wearing a Bridges pin.
Oh, interesting.
And it does make me wonder. I wonder if it's a fragile pin.
Oh,
since like that's that logo she's got on the back of her jacket or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't tell what it is. It's like vaguely pyramid shaped or like diamond shaped.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's hard.
He's got some style. I like his style.
He's got a little bit of style. Yeah, I can't tell what it is.
Yeah, it's weird for how high tech his massive like ultra HD Blu-ray collection is of short films, that his record player is a fucking hand crank like phonogram. What are you doing there, bro? Like it's not even like that's so far back that it's not even so vintage it's cool. That's just like you bought that at a thrift store. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Also weird that he's got like a faux hawk going on. Like I'm like, Kojima, you got more style than this, bro. What is this? This is lazy. But yeah, is there anything else that we want to say about Hartman?
I don't know. Super weird guy.
Does he have fingerless gloves?
He does have fingerless gloves. It's part of that style.
That's how you know he's serious.
Yeah. I'm wondering like if like, well, it's probably like, it's not an if, it's going to be tied into like, cause, you end up on the beach, like as Sam, like you end up on the beach. Like that's when he's naked. And, I'm wondering like what Hartman has to do with being able to reside there and come back to life and stuff like that. I'm very curious about that.
Dude, a couple people in the we got some fucking internet sleuths in the comment section. So real quick, M. Ibrahim says, and this made me laugh my ass off, imagine dying 218,500 times, basically me playing Sekiro. And then somebody else said, Yalzi10 said, fun fact, the length of the piece at the start of the video, Sonata No. 2 by Chopin, is approximately 21 minutes.
Oh. And
then somebody else, Life28SK, says, a detail from the Hartman trailer, the floor and the walls are padded, cushion-like, simply because he could absently-mindedly forget the 21-minute time limit and just drop dead while doing something. Nice detail. And then last one, Odyssey Lost says, I believe Hartman's room is just a copy of Hideo Kojima's real-life living room. So, neat stuff. There's definitely some cool little details here and there. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, the floor and the walls are definitely padded almost like an insane asylum cell.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's some good detail right there.
Good get, y'all. Good get.
I will say, I wonder this is probably going to be like a 21-minute cutscene, right?
Yeah, in real life. Oh, yeah. Like we just see it in real time.
Yeah, there's like I mean, there's the timer down the bottom and everything. Like it's gonna be
Yeah, you know Kojima is just gonna
full
make us
ass
watch him
21 minute
die.
cutscene. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about not the first time Kojima has named a character Mama, but she's not of the big variety.
She's just a normal, regular mama.
This is a regular sized Mama. And
Regular.
also, Mama might be dating what's his name? Not Pete Holmes. Tom. What the fuck is the yikes? What is that guy's name from SNL? Pete Davidson.
What?
Yeah, so Margaret Qualley and which I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Pete Davidson were seen holding hands at the Venice Film Festival.
No, that makes me sad.
Look at these cuties, though.
No, I like Pete Davidson just fine, but he needs to leave people alone.
Yeah, that's true.
I have a very big crush on Margaret Qualley.
Yeah, also, I just want to see her face emote to, like, literally anything. Like, her eyes and her teeth. Like, I'm just down to, like, watch her have reactions to things.
Mm-hmm. She's got a very, like, animated face. She's a cutie.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is also starring her. And she's,
oh, my God, she's great in
She's
that.
great in that, yeah. But
yeah.
yeah.
She's Andy McDowell's daughter. Did you know that?
I did read that fairly recently, but did not know that for a long ass time, and that explains, I guess, how she got into the business. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe
Nepotism's not real. Sometimes it's real.
In the acting world, it is. Who cares? She's a good actress.
Yeah, she's fantastic. I don't want to offset her talent by saying that she snuck in through a back door, but
anyway, let's talk about this video. So in this one, Sam walks into the room, but as opposed to running in like a tank, like he does in Dead Man's video, he kind of walks in a little bit slowly. It's this big warehouse-looking area, and his little blinker thing starts going off, and there is a BT, one of those invisible things on the ceiling. A Bluetooth. Starts freaking out. And Sam like holds his breath and starts freaking out, and then here comes Mama, talking about how it's okay and it won't bite and it's fine. And then she kind of calls the invisible baby BT thing down from the ceiling and kind of like cradles it and soothes it a little bit before sending it back up to the ceiling. And you kind of find out that this is... Sam asks her what it is, and she goes, well, it's my daughter and I'm her mama. And then
I paused in real life and I said, oh, that's why she's named Mama.
Mm-hmm. And then she does definitely talk about how she goes through the process of, I don't know, pumping, I guess, because the going through the motions helps with the soreness. And then she kind of like pushes on her boobs, which is just super weird. It's a very Kojima thing to do.
I'm surprised Kojima didn't animate like wetness and then zoom the camera straight up into it. Let's be real.
A little bit of like nipples poking
when
through
Sam
the...
walks in, you can definitely see like a snowy mountain outside the door. So I think
okay, so you think like the whole thing is just part of the same facility.
Interesting.
Okay, makes sense. But yeah, it's super weird. But she kind of like talks about how like she talks about how like the BT's connected to her, and there's like this weird like invisible umbilical cord that's like connected to her stomach, that's attached to the BT, and yeah, it's super weird.
Yeah,
this one is a little less like detailed, but it's very intriguing.
Yeah, this one's almost more just like a showcase for the acting. I think, because I think that in situations like this, maybe for all of these, I think that all the motion capture stuff is happening like with these people in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, Das where I'm at 121 said, "Everyone, what? Kojima, what?" Very funny stuff. A lot of people saying uncouth internet things about Margaret Qualley being, quote, a hot mama, but I'm sure everybody imagined that.
Of course.
But yeah, she also makes mention of that's why she can't leave, is this weird invisible baby. So I'm assuming she's just kind of stuck here. Yeah,
like she doesn't want to be here anymore, but she has to stay because of the BBBT.
Yeah.
It's like if I
gotta take care of my baby.
BBBT.
If Kojima's all about the weirdness, I think I really would have liked to have had Mama and Heartman trade places, and Heartman's just like breastfeeding invisible ghost babies.
I'm into it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. But yeah, this one's another one of those sort of like the BB. My brain just slipped. What the fuck is the first B for again?
I have
Bridge
no
Baby.
idea.
Bridge Baby.
Bridge Baby, yes.
Yeah. This is another one kind of like the Bridge Baby thing that we saw, where it's just like very light world building. It's like less world building and more character building, I guess. But I don't know. Do you think, Sam, I have a question for you. Do you think the frequency of these videos are going to ramp up between now and November 8th? Or do you think, how fucking weird would it be if we just didn't get any other videos? Like from now until release.
It would be very weird.
It would be a statement, I think. I think at that point we would know, okay, Kojima's doing this on purpose.
Yeah, probably.
But nice. Yeah, that's them.
This now.
Yeah. Is there anything else, Sam, that we want to talk about for this episode in particular?
Who do you think your favorite character is going to wind up being? Just based on the limited stuff you've seen.
I think Mads Mikkelsen's character is going to be cool.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think Cliff might be super interesting. What's weird is like I'm sure I know I've seen him in films, but I can't like offhandedly recall if I thought he was a good actor or not.
Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen's a good actor. He was Hannibal in Hannibal.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen that though.
He was in Doctor Strange.
I don't know if I'm gonna like Norman Reedus as the protagonist for like an extended period of time. Like if we've got like a 50-hour game here, I just think from what I've seen, it's like I'm nervous it's gonna be another Kiefer situation. Like he doesn't seem like he talks a whole lot during these cutscenes.
Yeah. Oh, Mads was in fucking Casino Royale. He was the bad guy.
Nice. Yeah, so fun fact, I've only ever seen the last 15 minutes of that movie, but I've seen those last 15 minutes like 100 times.
God.
Because I worked at a movie theater.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that's right.
So I had to like go in and clean the theater out, so I always watched the tail end every single time. But yeah, best Bond theme in the Bond movies.
Oh, Chris Cornell.
Convince me otherwise. But yeah, Sam, we
like
promised the listeners that we were going to have some names. So do we want to name each other?
Yes, I call dibs on going second.
Okay. Sam, I'm going to call you Sam Man. I almost didn't say it. I almost didn't say it because it felt too dumb, but now that I said it, it feels perfect. I mean, what else could it have been, right?
I don't know what I expected. Oh, but I don't think it was that. I went a little bit deeper for yours. Just a little bit. Alessio.
Uh-huh.
You are Film Man.
That's pretty good. I don't know why in my head I was like, if I was going to name myself, I was going to call myself Mouth Man. That boy does a lot of talking. He's a real mouth man.
Mouth Man. You remember that one skit we did, fucking Isaac Lim Man?
Oh god, I forgot about Lim Man.
Was that Isaac Lim Man? What was that for?
I can't remember.
I can't remember. It was for one Metal Gear episode. I can't remember what it was, but man,
I just remember the men thing. I think I'm just gonna call these guys Hartman and Deadman.
Hartman, Deadman, Die Hardman, Spoderman.
It's Hartman, Deadman, and Die Hardman and Associates.
Dyer, Garofalo, Mann, Hartman, Deadman, and Die Hardman and Associates, and Schultz.
Yes, of course. That's amazing. That was a lot of fun. Yay. So fun. Tell us on Twitter, as of time of recording, y'all, like, Jesus took the wheel on that Twitter account. That Twitter account right now is like somebody put a cinder block on the gas pedal and just fucking let that car ride. We're not sure what happened. I tried to tweet something. It hit me with a weird error message. Then it dumped all of the people we were following. And now, like,
well, that's the weird thing. Like, it's still, like, we're still following them. It just doesn't show us as following them.
Well, and the other weird thing, too, is if you go to the profile page, like, if you can comment and everything's fine. But if you go to our profile page, Twitter's like, hits you with like a y'all ain't gonna want to see this. And then you're like, no, I do want to see it. And then it's like, here you go. It's very weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We've put in so many tickets for hacks or locked accounts. And I think Twitter is just ran by a building full of dead people. Because nobody.
A building full of dead men?
Yeah. Full of dead men and women. But yeah, so don't tell us on Twitter, but tell us on Facebook. What would you call yourself in Death Stranding?
Yeah. Yeah, see? Facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays. You can still follow us on Twitter. That's also a thing you can still do. Because we have gained followers in the last day. So
which is like very frustrating because I'm like, I can't say anything to you people.
Yeah. So you can still follow us. So if you don't, please do. It's Metal Gear Monday on Twitter. So please do that. But we're trying to resolve the issue. And by the time you hear this, it probably might be resolved. I don't know. Twitter. Let me call out Twitter here. Twitter is the worst support experience I've ever had in my life. I had a situation. Listen, it's going to get political for just a second, but it's fine. I after the shootings that happened in Texas and Ohio, I tweeted at Mitch McConnell and I told him to jump off his high horse, and Twitter blocked my account because they didn't understand that jump off your high horse is a saying, because the auto mod pegged jump off of and said you're promoting suicide, which is not something I'd ever do, obviously. Didn't read the context. Jesus. So I appealed it, which is a process that goes through a real human. And it came back and they said, no, we're going to hold to this.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to get my account back. I had to delete the tweet.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah. So Twitter fucking sucks.
Also in the support documentation, one of the things it tells you to do, like literally the first thing it tells you to do, is to DM at Twitter support.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fucking DM them.
No, because
their DMs are closed.
Yeah, because they have to follow you for them to DM them. You know what?
Stupidest shit.
I don't normally do this. If by the time you hear this episode, our account hasn't been solved, like our problem hasn't been solved, fucking tweet at Twitter support and tell them that they fucking suck. Like, this is not a crusade. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be like, yeah, let's do a fucking fan crusade and fucking do this shit. Fucking tweet at Twitter support because they fucking suck.
Yeah.
Tell them to fix this shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure I tagged them and even posted a picture of the error message and was like, hey, what's going on? And like, it sucks because, like, especially for somebody like us, it's like, dude, we use Twitter to promote episodes. Like, I'm glad we were able to get the Monday promo out. But
yeah, we were able to get, like, for that's the crazy thing about it too. I was able to tweet the Christopher Randolph. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? I was able to tweet the Christopher Randolph episode promo that morning, and then at some point in the afternoon, it was just like, nah, fuck y'all. And then it accused us of appearing as if we were automating posts for some reason. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, which we've been posting like exact shit like this on Twitter for months now with the video and the promo, and nothing. And then now it wants to hit us with this. So like, you can still follow us, but also when you do follow us, or if you do follow us already, tweet at Twitter support and be like, yo, fix this shit. Tag us in it. Metal Gear Monday. Yeah. Make them fix it.
Also, you can find me at AC Summerfield to find the image of the error message. So if you want to retweet that, that'd be helpful. Also, I had to post a video that Sam and I are very proud of. I had to post it to my personal Twitter today instead of Metal Gear Monday's Twitter because I couldn't post a fucking trailer for our Renton City Retro video because of all this garbage. So,
you know where you can watch that video, though, is you can watch it on YouTube. Metal Gear Mondays. Or Instagram. Yeah. It's divided into chunks. You can watch it.
/ Metal Gear Mondays.
Metal Gear Mondays. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Sanjul. That's SANJUUL if you want some just quality content about butts.
Some Margaret quality content.
Some Margaret quality content about butts. I think I'm gonna turn my Twitter into a Margaret quality fan account. How's that?
Perfect.
Also, I decided that I was gonna reboot my personal YouTube channel. And I made a video of me trying all of the Japanese snacks that Alice Chang sent to me from Japan. So I'd be grateful if you checked out that, subscribed and watched that video, because I'm going to start doing my YouTube channel again, as if I ever did it really to begin with, but I'm going to do a YouTube.
Are your old videos still on there?
I deleted a couple because they were really bad and dumb, but there are 3 videos on there that are also bad and dumb that I'm still proud of. So, you can check those out if you want.
Which 3 are those? Did you keep the weird foods that you were eating?
No, those are on the Geek Time channel. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Those are still up to view. But on my channel, I have an 8-minute video of a series of Snapchats that I took with my coworker Jason back when I worked at Undisclosed Mattress store. On funnily enough, Labor Day weekend, which was all recent here in America, as you're listening to this last weekend. So just like a series of snaps based on that weekend that were sewn together. It's very dumb. There is a video called Trouble in King's Landing that has spoilers for, you know what that one is, Alessio.
I know.
Because I've sent that to you. I was very proud of that. It has spoilers for season 6 of Game of Thrones if you haven't seen it, but it's a humdinger. And then there's a 10-second video called monster.com that I won't spoil. You should watch that one. But my first official video is called the series that I'm doing where I eat stuff is going to be called Snack in the Box, and I posted that video the other day. So go check it out. Subscribe to my channel, and Alessia Summerfield, subscribe to your channel.
Oh yeah.
Hey. So do that, and that'd be great. Like I said, again, YouTube's rule is that you have to have 100 subscribers to get a custom URL. I don't know if I'll ever get 100 subscribers. Maybe. I don't know. But
everybody, get there. Do that for Sam.
Get there. Ooh. But yeah, for now, you can visit it by going to bit.ly/Sam Does a Thing. That's the name of my channel. Sam Does a Thing. So.
Nice.
Check that out.
And speaking of people doing nice things, I want to do a quick little shout out.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So, God damn it. Like, I have not been able to stop smiling about this like the whole time we've been recording. So, and y'all know who you are. A certain other Sam who we've talked about quite a bit, aka Inferior Sam on our Discord, which, by the way, Sam, stop doing that to yourself, bud.
It's so weird. It's so weird. Like, if I ever at him, I have to type in Inferior Sam to tag him. It's super strange.
But we've been talking about, so Sam has been playing Control and talking some sweet sugar, and I'm very excited.
It's been a long time since you said that, and I
know.
Love it.
I really, really, really have been wanting to play this game, and I'm very pumped about it. And I made a comment about like, I was selling some stuff to try and get some extra funds to snag it. Well, so Sam, I guess, went around to everybody and like private messaged them on the Discord and got everybody to chip in, and literally like 10 minutes before we started recording, sent me a private message with $60 of PSN wallet funds and said, go fucking download this and play it. So I just want to say thank you so much to Sam and everybody who contributed to Sam. I also discovered, and I just want to put this out there before somebody looks at my purchase history and they go, that son of a bitch had money all along. I did have some residual funds on my PayPal, so I might have also snagged the season pass. So thank you guys. That was very nice. Felt like Christmas in July. It's my birthday exactly a month from right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and think of this as a preemptive birthday gift. So,
Prezzies.
Thanks,
Prezzies.
you guys.
Money, please.
But no, seriously, like I don't know. I don't have a lot of people I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had people that like aren't family buy something for me. So like, thanks you guys. I liked it a lot. It was pretty sweet. But yeah, you can find me at AC Summerfield on everything or acsummerfield.com, which I think hopefully by the time this comes out, we'll have gotten a little bit of a facelift because I'm adding a bunch of stuff. But yeah. And you can
I'm
also
gonna call you out,
everywhere
Alessio.
else.
You say that every time. It
No, I
never
actually,
happens.
no, I mean, it's been lifted. It's just getting lifted again. We put that
Yeah.
shit up on 24s. Now we're putting it up on 32s, dude.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say it's the remix to Ignition, but fuck R. Kelly.
No, fuck R. Kelly. Get that shit out of here.
I think we should also really quickly plug fucking Adult Swim's doing a Junji Ito Uzumaki motion comic.
Yeah, it's very strange. I'm into it, but
yeah,
it's a
that's dope.
weird. It's a weird pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
I want. Can I? The phrase "spit some sugar."
uh-huh.
I'm comfortable saying this because the thing that we used it for doesn't exist anymore. But there was a point in time where one of our passwords for like one of our accounts back in the Geek Time days was "sweet sweet sugar"
Oh yeah, I forgot.
with like a series of numbers after it. Favy, my favy.
Sam, I have come to the point in the span of this show in the 4 years that we've been doing this that I do not know how to get to this closing statement anymore.
Well, should we change it specifically for the Death Stranding episodes? Like just like not a lot, but like barely.
Yeah. What do
Like
we
it's
call
just
it?
it's just a baby.
It's just yeah, that's fine. I like that.
Okay.
And
Well, how do we
instead
get
of
there?
instead of the guy saying it's just a box right after, I'll just put a baby crying.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now we have to get there.
Okay. Now all we did was we moved the marker.
Yeah, we
to
just
another
we,
part of the
we
field.
fucking moved the uprights. Now we got to figure out how the fuck to get. I will. What did we learn today? We learned that Hideo Kojima is weird. The marketing for this game is super esoteric and strange and not what you would normally see. And all babies are ugly when they're born. And that's just the gospel truth. And I don't want you getting mad at me for saying that because it's just a baby.
This might be a post-credit thing, but I was looking for jokes that ended with the word baby and stumbled across like a fucking GeoCities Angel Fire looking page
Oh no.
that is just tasteless baby jokes. And
Oh
like,
no.
they're
Like
so fucked
like
up,
the-
but they're also
how do
making
you-
me laugh.
like the one like that, like how do you keep a baby from falling off a swing? Those kind of jokes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm gonna rapid fire these top three just to get
Oh,
it out of my
no.
system.
Oh,
If you don't want to
no.
listen to these two now.
Yeah, hard stop. The podcast ends here if you're not into fucking tasteless baby jokes.
What is blue and yellow and found at the bottom of a pool?
No.
The
No.
baby was slashed floaties.
No.
No, but check it. These build off of each other. This is a story. What is green, black, and yellow and found at the bottom of a pool?
What?
The same baby 3 weeks later.
No.
What's red and yellow and floats on top of the pool?
No.
Floaties with a slashed baby.
No.
I don't understand why those were ever in vogue, but Jesus Christ.
Fucking GeoCities, dude. God damn. Get that shit out of here.
Anyway, that's just a dead baby joke.
Okay, bye.